Hey, what's going on, guys? How you doing? This is EJ Uno, guys, coming back again, guys, with another great video. Guys, we are going to be talking about a phone that I have literally always been I thought it was such a beautiful phone, and I thought it was such a gorgeous phone, and out of every phone I have ever had, Samsung, Apple, this is a OnePlus, but different OnePluses, Xiaomi phones. This has got to be the most beautifulest phone I have ever laid my eyes on. I don't know why, because there's so many. They made different phones like this, like OnePlus 11, and so on. The camera modules changed a little bit when it went to the 12 and 13, but this one has always stayed my most beautiful one, and I think that it was so underrated because this phone packs so much, and they were calling the OnePlus 11 better than this phone, which I didn't understand. Even the top YouTubers were calling like the 11 better than this one, when this one was literally like, I mean, it was pro for a reason. I mean, it had IP68, which they said it was only with T-Mobile, but when I called OnePlus like a long time ago, they said they just went, they say T-Mobile, but they just want to make a Pacific phone for a carrier and the unlocked phones not for the carrier. So they were basically saying it was for all of the phones. Plus, this phone had reverse charging, wireless charging, a beautiful 6.7-inch screen. As you see under display, AOD, had the alert. I mean, had the alert slider right here. Had, I think this is a 32 megapixel camera in the front. Had a 50, 64, and another 50, I believe, something like that. But they it was good. 1440 resolution. I mean, just, it was so much. OnePlus phones are always good. I mean, and it's just nice phones. I mean, and I really wanted to make this video just on that fact too, but wanted to talk about like how underrated this phone is. This phone is like a beautiful phone. I mean, I really like never met never had a phone that I fell so much in love like I did with this phone. Now, here's a backstory on this phone. I ended up looking on eBay, and I wanted to get this phone back for the Android 15 update that's coming out, which I think, once again, OnePlus did a great job on the 15 Android version, and I definitely had to get me one. Now, going back to the backstory, is I end up getting this phone on the contrary that the phone not contrary, but knowing that the phone was going to have dents, some back cracks, but the front glass was going to be okay, and most of all, it was going to have heavy shadow. Excuse me. So if you know what heavy shadow is, that means you can see like this screen will pop on this screen, and you'll be able to see it. Now, as you see, you don't see anything. So you can understand why I was so happy. But I wasn't just happy because of that, which I was very happy. I was happy because I only paid $180 for this phone. $180. That's what I paid for this phone. That I thought was just a steal. Because if you look on any site, and as you see, this phone doesn't even have I mean, I can't even see any like cracks, anything. I don't even see, like, the phone is in extreme excellent condition. I mean, I got so lucky. I feel so happy that I got so lucky that a phone like this would go for about $400 and maybe $400 or $500. Now, I didn't even, and this isn't even the 128 gigabyte. I see somebody saying, oh, well, you got the 128 gigabyte. That's kind of like, fair price. No, this thing was a 256 gigabyte of storage. Let me go to it. Let me get out of here. So yeah, here we go back again. 256 gigabytes of storage. A little bit about the phone, 6.7, like I said, Snapdragon 8 Gen 1, which I'm still pleased with that. Running Android 14, but this will get updated to Android 15. Look out for that video, because I'm going to be making a video about the Android 15. 5,000 milliamp battery, 12 gigabytes of RAM, and has RAM boost. That means 12 13, 14, 15, 16 gigabytes of RAM that you can boost this thing up to, which I'm going to do that. Cameras that I was off by: 32 megapixel camera, which I don't know if I said that right. Then we have a 48 megapixel camera, followed by a 50 megapixel camera, focus, and an 8 megapixel camera. Okay, so I was a little bit off on that. So, like I said, guys, nice phone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't tell you how great this phone is. I'm gonna open up the camera and take a look around it. Go to more. I mean, we have dual view, which is that's one of my favorite ones. That's the reason why I went into the camera, because I wanted to see this dual view video. And then, you know what I'm saying, which I think it's not. Oh my god, clean the glass. That's probably why it's trying to. So yeah, it has dual video, which I think that is very nice. Because that's one of my favorite ones when I be doing my vlog. Sometimes I'll be like, man, I want them to see me and my reaction to what I'm finding or what I'm doing. So that I like having that. And guys, yeah, I really just wanted to talk about how this phone is so underrated, and tell me what you think. I mean, like I said, it was big YouTube creators talking about how the 11 was better than this one. No, I beg to differ. This one rocked the bells. This one was off the chart when this came out. It still holds up. It's still a good phone. I'm telling you, like, if you can find one like this, I mean, it's still an amazing phone. And you get Android 15. I'm telling you, this is one of I gotta say, top. I want to say, if I really want to say my number one best phone, but I mean, I got to think about it. Don't care to think about it right now. But I'm talking about, got an Edge display right there. Even though a lot of people came out of the Edge display, it's still nice on this phone. I still love it. I mean, it's a great phone. So tell me, guys, what you think. Do you think this phone is underrated? Do you think that the OnePlus 11 or 12 is obviously better, but the 11, do you think the 11 was better than the 10? In my case, it wasn't. The 10 didn't even have wireless charging. It didn't even have IP68. It had Splash, but nothing like that. And it still costs way more than this phone, which I think is crazy. But anyway, guys, tell me what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell button.